All right, hello there. As you can see, I've had another set of stuff here from the weekend. Things are definitely slowing down for me. I think that probably be done with most of the flea markets and garage sales. I might still go out if there's stuff locally, but certainly the flea market I went to this weekend, I didn't find much, and they only have one more date for the end of this year, so which is all right. A whole summer of garage selling eventually does start to wear on you. Getting up early every weekend, and I try to get up on Fridays to go to some as well. So the important thing is that I got some good stuff, as you can see, some really good stuff. A few things for the collection, and just some interesting pieces here and there. So let me start with some of the Friday garage selling that I had. A nice sale had a black DS Lite. I tested it and everything works. The touchpad's all worn, which of course is very common. Probably can't see it in the video, but there's just a bunch of marks on it and stuff. But works just fine. I do already have one. This has a stylus too. So that'll just be for resale. They had 20 on it, but I asked for 10, and they did that, which is great. And it had a few extra pens with it as well. Picked up this Brain Age 2 because it was sealed. It's only $2. Even sealed, I think it's only worth $8. But I usually will pick up sealed whenever I see it, just because usually it's worth more, even if it's a common title. And I might be able to use it for trade eventually for someone who collects sealed. This is actually kind of an interesting one. Target Terror for the Wii. This one was just in a random stack of DVDs with a 007 Quantum of Solace for the Wii next to it, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, it looks kind of weird, but I figured it was just another shovelware title. But something about it made me look it up as I was walking away from the garage sale, and I turned around as soon as I looked it up because it's like a $30 game, so not too bad. And they only wanted $1 since it was in a stack of just random stuff, so definitely helps to try to look stuff up when you can. I guess it is because it's like a shooter, like arcade shooter, so that might be the reason why it's a little more than most random Wii titles that are just an idea. But yeah, very happy that I stopped and looked it up before I left that sale. Don't worry, I checked Quantum of Solace as well. It's not worth anything, but that one is. Another sale, they had this, actually this is the same place that had the Brain Age. They had this Game Boy Advance case for 50 cents. I don't know how I feel about cases. I feel like sometimes I can sell them for a little bit, and they sell pretty fast, but other times they just don't sell at all. Even the ones that are labeled like this. I mean, it's a nice little case for Game Boy Advance, but I don't know. It also had some manuals in it, so I went ahead and that was the other reason. Nothing too crazy, just Dragon's Lair, Game Boy Color, little bench, and it had Scooby-Doo Classic Creep capers, and there's a poster for Scooby-Doo in there too. So, figured why not. Of course, I wish there was a device in it, but unfortunately not. Let's see here. They also had some PS1 games at same sale for $1. Got Land Before Time. Just needed that for the collection. Nothing too crazy there. Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase. I do already have that one, and Croc Great Stitch version. Also already have that one. But those are they go for about $10, so I picked them up. Figured it was worth it to have a little bit more, but The Land Before Time is just a collection piece, so that's nice. Also got this Go Retrobit Portable. It was only $3. Another just kind of interesting pickup. I'd never seen these before, so I might play around with it a little bit. It's one of those just supposed to have a built-in games and stuff and all that. So I looked it up, and they're only going for like $12.15 used. So I won't make too much off that, but still interesting. The price is always right on those $3 purchases. because it's $3. All right. The next set was this came from the flea market. This Monster Jam. One of the regular game vendors just gave it to me for free. This is crazy scratched up. No deep scratches, but he just asked if I want it because he was going to chuck it, and I was like, oh yeah, sure. So I'll run it through my machine. I actually do need this game, so if I can get it to look decent, I might go ahead and keep it as just a disc only copy until I get a case or a replacement. So, but it's nice of him to give it to me for free. It's super nice of him. He didn't have to do that. Not that I would have bought it, but he gave it to me anyway. Another garage sale had some Dollar Games American Chopper. That's for the collection. And I picked this up because this is a not for resale ATV Off-Road Fury 2. And the disc does also say not for resale. I guess the manual does too, actually. Let me flip this around. But yeah, kind of interesting. I don't know if it was just a bundler with something or what, but I don't know if I will collect not for resale variants, but I might just for fun. And it was there and it was $1, so why not? All right, now on to the really good stuff. It's all good stuff, but the really good stuff. This pickup was a pretty good one. I mean, I can't complain too much. It was $50. I'll just go ahead and show it. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Complete. And I did test it, and it works. I tested it right away because the PSP here is a white PSP 2000 model. Turns on and everything. But the back you can see is I think this is a PSP 1000 back because it's pretty big. And I don't know if these were all the Vader versions or if there were just white ones with normal white backs. Because I did recently get one with the Vader back, so I'm not sure if this is just another one of those and it's just missing that part. But I think the disc reader is broken. I put in a few PSP discs and you don't hear it spinning up at all, and it doesn't sound like the eye is moving at all in it, so pretty sure that it is broken in that way. It turns on, the screen looks fine, so that might be a future repair for me to be able to swap out the reader on it. Unfortunately, I don't have any broken PSPs at the moment, so I can't do that swap right now. But it was $50, pretty amazing. Still worth it, I would say, just because of the fact that Paper Mario goes for so much. It's such a key title on GameCube, I'd say, to be able to get. But this sale, let me tell you about it. It was on I used the Treasure Hunter. I think that's what it's called. It's like Garage Sale Treasure Hunter map, that finds garage sales, and they had it posted as a Thursday to Saturday sale, and they said they had a bunch of old game systems in the description. So, I went there on a Saturday after going to the flea market. So, of course, I went. I didn't expect to find much. And, of course, when I did talk to them, they said, oh, yeah, someone was here early Thursday and bought our PS1 and GameCube and a bunch of games. I wasn't surprised about that, but the reason I mentioned that is only because I think it's so worth it to go, even if you see a sale like that and you're not able to get there early. Like, the flea market I go to is a few hours north for me, so there's no way I could get there early on a Thursday. But it's still worth it to go because there's stuff that people won't pick up. Sometimes there's commons, sometimes there's stuff like this where it's like more expensive. Like the lady had initially had 30 on this, like 35, which actually is a great deal anyway. And then the PSP she wanted like 45 for. And it did come with a charge cable, but she did mention that she hadn't tested a game because she didn't have one. It does make a little suspicious now I find out that that's exactly the problem, but not a big deal. The important thing is that this stuff was still there, and I was able to, put them together and be like, oh, would you make me a deal if I bought both of them? And she did for $50. So the fact that if the Paper Mario didn't work as well, then I'd be very suspicious. but it does work. So just the PSP not reading discs. So very awesome to get. Very happy to add that to the collection. I was looking it up. Also, the Player's Choice I don't think is worth any more or less than a regular copy, which I don't know what causes that. Where some games it does matter, and some games it doesn't. But still, I'm happy to get this regardless. So I would have been keeping this no matter what. So yeah, then the other part, of course, was as you can see, another trade-in. I've been getting pretty good at this, where if I can, I'll if I'm going somewhere where I haven't been to in a while, I'll bring my stack of games, like just common titles that are generally worth less than 10. Because if they're worth 10 or more, I will try to put them on eBay. But I'll trade them in, and then of course I'll pick up anything that they have that I really want for the collection. So I got a few things. The trade-in I did completely paid for it. I think I had like $2 left after it. It's the disc replay stores, I'll tell you. So up near Indy. The first one, of course, was Fighter's Destiny. No manual, no inserts or anything, but the front, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, maybe from the side there, is a little bent up. So there's a little bit of wrinkling on there, but not too bad. For $20, I thought it was worth picking up, because everything else looks great on it. And the cart looks good. It's got one of the top labels too on it. So it came from a collector, sounds like. This is a game I did already have, but my copy is actually pretty worn, so I was happy to get that as well. Normally, I just pick them up because of course they have the game with them. If you try to do like box only or box and manual only, they just trade the game back in, which might not be worth it if it's something that I could then sell for more. I don't know if Fighter's Destiny is worth more than 10. I'm gonna guess no, but I might as well find out. So that was great. For PS2, I was able to find some nice titles. I finally got a copy of Dark Cloud 2. I'm very happy to do that. Very nice condition for 20. Surprised it's not higher, but that's fine with me because I need it for the collection. I love Dark Cloud 1. It's a great game. I've heard Dark Cloud 2 is better, but I haven't played it actually. So I was very happy to get that and add it to the collection. When it comes to the PlayStation, I'm definitely looking for like RPGs or rare titles. So this is under that first category of RPGs. And then the second one, of course, is under the category of rare titles. Silent Hill 2. So nice condition. Don't see anything wrong with it. And complete. So very happy to get that. I got Silent Hill 3 a while back, and I bought like a $60 PlayStation 2 bundle with mostly commons, but Silent Hill 3 was one of them. So happy to get another one. It is at the point where I think a lot of the PS2 titles that I need are mostly horror games, the high-end ones, I should say. And I guess that's true anyway. A lot of them are pretty expensive. The more high-end games they're horror titles, like Rule of Rose, Haunting Grounds, that kind of stuff. So I figure eventually that's what I'll be going for. I'll be looking for those. So I'm happy to be able to make one of my trade-in trips, one where I can pick up a title like that. But that's what I had from this trip. Very happy to get some nice titles and a few interesting pieces, a few things to resell, but a little more for the collection than I normally have, which is nice. And I have one more thing to show, actually. I'm going to go show that here. All right, one more quick pickup I forgot to mention from the flea market is this power pad. I picked this up for $5. It was one of the few things I picked up, but it was kind of interesting to see. It's a little dirty, but overall looks pretty good. Haven't tested it, of course, but it was nice to get something while I was there. And I didn't have one yet. I'm not sure if I'll keep it. It is a little bulky, but just a quick $5 pickup that I had. And I don't know, I might try it out. We'll see. I got another set of pickups here. Just a few things from Facebook Marketplace and a few stores. Slowing down on my buying, but still gonna make a few pickups here and there. I feel like with the long-term collecting, you slow down at times and you buy a lot at times. Which this year I've been buying a decent amount. When I've been able to go out, I've been buying quite a bit, and I think the Facebook Marketplace stuff really helped get me more pickups this year. Just meeting people one-on-one when I could and getting nice bundles. So kind of continuing that. Start off here, I did want to show real quick. Back when I got the Final Fantasy VII Remake, I got 2 posters for the pre-order. And I did get them laminated recently. They'd been sitting in my closet, and I'd meant to do that. The lamination didn't take super well. You might be able to see, it kind of feels like it's stuck to it a little bit on some parts. And this one especially, you might be able to see in the top left here, kind of the sticking or the ink. I was kind of curious if anyone had done stuff like this before. Basically I just wanted to get it laminated to protect it, but it still looks pretty good. The other one I have is kind of similar. I got 2 copies for whatever reason. When I pre-ordered, they just gave me 2 copies of this poster. So, yeah, very cool. Definitely happy to have them, but yeah, I just thought interesting to point out. I'm curious what other people do when they, want to try to preserve pre-order posters and stuff like that. But I just had it done at like a local Office Depot. It's like $5 for each one. Let me go ahead and show the first set of Facebook Marketplace pickups. This first one was the PS3 Super Slim model. This one was $15. Someone had posted. Came with a controller, and it came with AV and HDMI as well. But just a quick pickup. It was a local pickup, so I went and got it. Tested it out, works fine. I've already cleaned it up, so that's why it doesn't look super dirty. Still making some nice pickups like that. They had a few games that they wanted to sell for extra, but it was just like Call of Duty and stuff like that, so I didn't pick it up. Similar to that, I got an Xbox 360. This was $20. Oh, and this PS3 also doesn't have a hard drive, as same as this Xbox. No hard drive, but it's not missing any of the things, and also tested it, and it works just fine. Same deal where, I had the cables, had one controller that works okay, and it was $20, so I picked it up. I have quite a few systems right now that I have posted up, but I still think it's worth it for 15 and 20. They're definitely worth picking up, even without hard drives. Just the consoles. On one of my trips to pick that up, I stopped by a local flea market and bought Spyro the Dragon for PS1 for $1. That is for the collection. It does have a few marks on it, so it might not work perfectly, but it was $1. I didn't have it, so I went ahead and picked it up. They also had a network adapter startup disc for $1, so I picked that up too. Just a kind of interesting network collection piece to get. I don't even know if you have to have this to use the network. I don't even know if you can use the networking anymore. I have a networking adapter for mine PS2, the hard drive expansion and network adapter attachment, but probably won't use it at any point. Just an interesting thing to the collection. Thought I'd show 2 eBay pickups. These were $10 a piece from the same dealer. Pretty decent boxes. Tiny Toons Buster Bust Loose. I already had the games, but you can see it has some sticker residue. I tried to get some of it off, but it tore the box a little bit, so I just kind of left it. But not too bad overall. No manual with that one, just the box. And then I also got the Lion King, another one where has that label on the front. I got another label off the top and the back, but the one on the front is just super old and dry. So, and that one is complete. It was the box and manual for $10, so had my copy and put it in there. But just increasing that box collection. I'm doing pretty good on boxes for SNES. It's definitely growing pretty fast. The last pickup was another trade-in credit. Actually, I almost couldn't believe it. I was kind of surprised. I had some leftovers from my recent trip, and then some other ones that had been sitting around that I had tried at a few stores. They're just really, really common titles, not worth too much, and a lot of them were loose discs too, which some trade-in places just won't take. Period. But I went to a local game store just to kind of turn it in and see what they'd take. And they took most of it. I was really surprised. I guess they're low on inventory, which actually I can confirm that after looking around at their place that they don't have a lot of games right now. So I guess they were just looking to take whatever they could. So it was good for me to be able to trade it in. I got like 120 of trade-in credit, which was pretty great, for a tub of low dollar games and loose discs for some. But I picked up 3 things with that trading credit, of course. I'm always going to pick up with trading credit. Picked up Breath of Fire for the GBA. Very nice. Picked up another box game. Deja Vu is complete. I didn't have the games, so I was happy to pick that up. I was actually kind of interested because this looks like a kind of a detective game, which, I've seen... what is it? The Game Center CX, the Japanese show. They tend to play some of those Japanese murder mystery games. Doesn't seem like they come out too much in America though. Well, that was interesting to see. And I picked up another good one, Champions of Norath. Happy to pick that up. And that's complete. I actually just picked up Return to Arms, a full copy, so I was happy to get that as well. It's only about like $40 for it, but it's just another, good like RPG type game that I need for the PS2 collection, so happy to mark that off the list. Anyways, that was it for what I picked up. Just a few nice things for the collection, a few for resale. We'll see what the next few months have in store.